welcome back or welcome in my channel. My name is Renu and today in this video we are going to talk about a most common problem, or you can say a most common topic, which is faced by every learners. So the problem I also faced, it was a problem I also faced when I was in the process of learning this language. It was my initial stage, so I also faced this problem, and in this video I'm going to help you out how you guys can overcome from this problem. So the problem which we are going to talk about in today's video is we often feel blank in our mind. We often feel blank in our mind. We forget all the vocabularies. When someone is asking to explain something, we forget everything. We cannot speak a single word to explain our ideas. We feel really blank in our mind. So in today's video we are going to talk about it. Why does this problem happen with us and what is the solution for this problem? We are going to talk about all the reason of this problem and all the solutions for this problem. And I can guarantee you, I can give you 100% surety in this video. If you watch this video till the end, you can actually overcome from this problem. You can actually overcome this problem because I'm going to share my experience. How did I overcome from this problem? All right, so this video is going to be very informative. I'm really requesting you, if you haven't subscribed this channel yet, make sure to subscribe this channel right now. And of course, as this video is going to be very informative and helpful for you, make sure to give it a like and share your views, your opinions and suggestions. What do you think about this video? All right, so without further delay, let's get into the video. All right, so this is something very common that we hear from learners. I was also in my initial stages and I faced this problem. I can now understand your feelings that yes, this is the problem. It is a kind of big barrier when it's about to speak in English, right? We often feel really blank. We really want to explain our feelings or ideas, but words doesn't come in our mind. We feel blank, like what to say, actually what to say and how to say. We often feel that we are lacking a vocabulary, we don't know enough vocabulary, right? We often feel that. But now I'm going to tell you what is the actual matter, why you guys feel this, why you guys face this problem. Okay, so if you think that you are lacking vocabulary, you don't know enough vocabulary, just because of this you are not able to speak in English, you often feel blank, you often forget all the vocabularies, then you are absolutely wrong here. There is nothing like that. It is really not that is true that you don't know enough vocabulary. You know enough vocabulary, but the reason is something else, which I'm going to tell you. So just forget this thought, just remove this thought from your mind that you don't know enough vocabulary. Every learner who is learning this language, they know all the vocabularies, some basic vocabularies, and basic vocabularies are enough to explain our ideas. Okay, so what is the problem? If we have all the vocabularies, we know all the vocabularies, why does it happen with us? Okay, so there is one thing. If you are taking any vocabulary practically, see, if you learn any vocabulary from anywhere, a book or internet, somebody told you, if you learn any new word and if you're not using it, first you need to use it practically. You need to use a particular vocabulary in your conversation, not once, not twice, not thrice. You need to continue, you need to use that word continuously as much as you want, and finally you will be habitual of that word, and you would not have think you would not have think about that vocabulary. Like, let's say you learn something new, any new word. Let's take content. Content, a kind of synonym for happy. All right, a happy, similarly content, there is a word content and you want to use it in the place of happy, then how you can remember that vocabulary? Now you need to use that vocabulary practically. Okay, you need to use that vocabulary practically. If you think that I'm going to use this vocabulary for today, for tomorrow and after tomorrow, then I'll remember it. No, absolutely not. You cannot remember it. You need to use this word for longer. You need to continuously use that word. Okay, there are many chances that you are going to remember that vocabulary for whole life, just because you tried so hard to remember that vocabulary. Try to remember that vocabulary again and again. Try to put that in every situation. Unnecessary, try to put that if you really want to learn new vocabularies. Okay, so first thing I would say, there is nothing like that we don't know enough vocabulary. We all are aware, we all are familiar. The right thing is, or the right reason for not remembering words when it's time to speak is that we don't use words practically. We read words and we just think that okay, we know now all the words we know and we are going to use them later, but we don't use, we forget, right? We forget because we don't try in practical, we don't try in conversation. So the first thing, just remove this thought from your mind that you are not aware, you are not familiar with basic vocabularies or vocabularies. Just because of this reason you are lacking remembering words. You feel blank, you feel that forgetting everything. So there is nothing like that. I believe, and it is something true, that who is learning the language, they know, they are very familiar with basic vocabularies, and basic vocabularies are everything to explain. But the main thing, whatever you are learning any vocabulary, you need to try it practically, you need to put it in conversation as much as you can. All right, so we know basic vocabulary, but we need to put it in practical way. We need to put in practical way so that we can remember it for longer time. All right, now next reason can be that we all want to be perfect in speaking English. We all want to be perfect in English speaking, but do you believe that do you really think that it is possible? It is not possible actually. Whatever you are learning, in your initial stages, you cannot be perfect in any skill. You cannot be perfect. You have to invest your time, you have to invest your efforts, your time, and everything, right? Your desires, your determinations in the process of learning a skill. Same here as well. If you are learning this language, you cannot expect that we are going to be perfect. Within 1 month or 2 months or any separate period. But if you are really working harder, you are really doing practice regularly, you can be perfect. But there is no any separate time that you can learn this language within this period of time. But all the thing that is matter, the thing that matters a lot, as I experienced till now, that is practice. You need to do practice a lot. Okay, you cannot expect that I'm going to be perfect. I really want to be perfect when I'm in my initial stages. I'm beginner, I want to speak perfect English. First of all, there is nothing like perfect in the world. Everyone makes mistake, even foreigners, right? So why, how we can expect from us that we are not going to make mistake? We are really we can become perfect. We cannot become perfect ever. We can be a good one, but not perfect. There is perfection is uh, perfection is the thing that doesn't exist in the world, right? So never try to be perfect, try to be better every day. Try to be better from your previous version. All right, so there is nothing like perfection. You should not think that I want to speak perfect, or then only I'm gonna speak if I'm perfect. If I'm able to speak in English perfectly, then I'll start. So remove this thought and try to speak. If you are speaking broken, absolutely okay. All right, everyone learns in this way only. Even I used to do a lot of mistake. I used to speak broken English, but now at least I'm able to explain my ideas, right? Just because of the practice, just because of the having that belief that yes, I can do. You should have that belief, you should have that determination. So there is nothing like perfection. I have told you, this is the second point. Never think that when I will be perfect in grammar or in vocabulary, or in pronunciation, then I will start in speaking then I will start speaking English. So start wherever you are, then only you can expect that yes, I can go to the next level. Because if you think that when I learn good pronunciations, good vocabularies, then only I'm going to speak, if you think like this, there is nothing going to happen ever. Okay, so don't just run after perfection. There's nothing like perfection. Okay, and the next point I have, why this problem happens with us, that we forget all the vocabularies and we often feel blank, just because we want to speak advanced English, we want to speak some fancy words, so that we can leave a good impression, we can create a good impression on other person who is asking, who is speaking to us. So this is the very common thing, that we really want to use fancy words, advanced words, so that we can show yes, we are learning, we are a good speaker of this language, and like we are perfect. Similarly, like perfection again, we are perfect just because we are using some advanced words, fancy words. So the thing is, guys, there is only one thing, right? We want to communicate, we want to speak in English, so that we can understand the ideas, what people are asking, what people are talking about, what the person is talking. If you want to understand, we need to just communicate, we need to understand what is going on in simple words. There is no need of fancy words, advanced words, there is no need. And of course, in initial stages, you should not do it, you should not do it. You should not use of advanced vocabularies or fancy words, because if you are doing this, listen to me carefully here, if you are doing this, often you will face the same problem, as we are talking about the problem, that we feel blank, we forget all the vocabularies. So when we are talking to someone and we know the particular vocabulary that we are going to use, a simple one, a basic one, but we are not using that, we want something advanced to explain, we want something fancy to explain, so that we can create a good impression, right? We can create a good impression. Just because of this, we try to use some fancy words, and in the process, when we try, our mind gets stuck, our mind gets stuck in the processing, because we are familiar with basic vocabularies, right? But as we are using something new, some fancy words, our mind gets stuck, and just because of this, we feel blank what to say. We just invest our time to remember that vocabulary, and we take a long pause. So just leave this thing. The main purpose you should have, that is deliver your message, deliver your message, what you really want to say, and what you want to understand, like whatever is going on in your mind, you should explain that in simple way, so the person can understand, right? For me, what I'm making this video right now, whatever I'm speaking in very basic vocabularies, right? You can understand me, right? So this is the purpose I have, that I really want you to understand, guys, what I'm talking about. So this is my purpose, I want you to understand. I don't want you to impressed by my English. I have simple purpose to share with you some information what I have. So this is the purpose I have, and you should also aware with your purpose. Okay, of course you can do this, you can go with advanced English, but you cannot expect this from yourself in your initial stages. All right, so keep this thing in your mind. You should not use fancy words in your initial stage, in your beginner level. You should go with basic vocabularies and try to speak more and more, so that you can get that fluency, you can get that clarity in your mind. First of all, more you are speaking, trust me, more the clarity, more the fluency you will get. Okay, so don't just stuck yourself in advanced vocabularies or fancy vocabularies. Try to speak more and more regularly, try to do practice, and this is the only way you will get fluency and you will speak fluent English. Okay, so don't just go for advanced or fancy words. It will be a kind of barrier in your journey, in your speaking skills. You can do it, later on, but if you are in your beginner level, try to avoid this. All right. Okay, moving towards next point, which is that you are not aware with much knowledge. Like, if you don't know about, what to say, personality development, if you're not aware, for example, I just took an example that if you're not aware personality development, and if somebody is asking to you what is personality development and what do you think about it, then of course you are going to be blank, right? You are going to forget everything, like what to say. We are not aware from this thing. So the reason can be that you are not aware from that particular topic. So try to enhance your knowledge in every area. Okay, the especially on the topic usually we discuss in our conversation, in our discussion. So personality development, a kind of good example. So you can go with this one. For example, the main thing what I want to say is you need to gather different kind of information. You need to collect different types of information. All right, whether you can collect by reading or listening or watching, there are types of way to get the information: listening, watching, or reading. Okay, so it is a kind of reason that you are lacking information. Just because of this you feel blank or you forget what to say, because you really don't have knowledge about the topic which is asked by the person who is in front of you. All right, so this is a kind of reason. It can be in your case or in anybody's case. Well, it happened in my case once, so I can relate it. I was lacking the information, what was the topic going on, so I can just relate it here. It can be a reason in your case also, if you just try to analyze it. Okay, so if you are not aware with this problem, so I have given you solution. Now you can solve this problem in this way. Try to collect more and more information on different topics so that you can discuss about it and you can do your speaking skills, speaking practice. Okay, now it is really common, guys. You cannot just leave it. I know as a learner we face criticism a lot. We face when somebody is speaking very well in front of us, a kind of comparison, a kind of judgment we feel in our mind that, oh, this person is speaking really well, he or she is a good speaker, but we are not. And we feel underconfident. We just separate ourselves. We forget, I mean, we feel really low confident and shy, hesitate, because we think that if we are going to speak, what she or he will think, what other people think, they will compare. First of all, you are comparing, right? We think in this way as I'm talking you right now. So first you need to remember that you are comparing yourself in your mind. Then definitely outer will is going to compare you. You should remove this thought also from your mind. Don't compare yourself from others. Because there is, there can be another reasons as well. Maybe they are learning from long period of time and you just started, right? They are in their advanced level and you are in your initial basic level. So you there I mean, reason can be anything, but don't ever compare with anyone yourself. Try to always become better every day. Try to learn something new every day. Okay, because people, they are going to judge you always in the life. Whether you are speaking very perfect, I mean, you are speaking perfectly, like you can speak with foreigners or anyone in the world, still people are going to judge you from others. People are going to give you criticism. Okay, so don't feel upset, don't feel low confident if you are not getting good response, if you are not getting appreciation from others, or motivation from others. First you need to be motivated from your side. Within you should be motivated, right? So that you can step forward in your journey. This is the only thing you can learn this language. Try to avoid every negativity, whatever is around you, and try to be positive in every case. Always try to take a forward step in your life. Okay, and yes, the main thing, if I sum up this all video in few sentences, that often we feel, as I have experienced till now, often we feel underconfident or forgetting words just because we are not aware with much knowledge. All right, we are not aware with much knowledge. This is the highlight reason, this is the main reason I have experienced. And of course the reason, all reasons are true, but this reason is most common I'm talking you. And next one also, this is the most common, that we are not aware with much knowledge. What is the topic going on in the discussion, or if you're talking to someone, we are not aware with the topic and we forget all the vocabularies and everything. I mean, what to say if we don't know the topic. Okay, and the next reason can be that we did not have enough practice. We did not have enough practice. So the main purpose, you should have to do a lot of practice of speaking English, so that you can get fluency and you can get that that idea how to explain something. Practice will help you so much. It will help you not to hesitate. It will help you to get that smoothness when it's time to speak in English. So everything I've shared with you guys, what are the reason why this problem happens with us. And remember one thing, never ever be demotivated by outer world. Always try to be motivated from within, from inside of you. Okay, because you are the person who is helping you in every situation of life. Never ever expect from anybody else anything. All right, if somebody is giving you positivity, take it with whole heart. And of course, if somebody is going to give you negativity, try to leave it, try to avoid it. I have told you everything, what are the reasons and what are the solutions. Now what is your problem? What is your reason of facing this problem? Lacking confidence or forgetting vocabularies, feeling blank in your mind when it's time to speak in English. Accordingly, whatever problem you are facing, you can pick up the solution which I have told you in this video. And I'm really hoping guys that I could provide you something very beneficial, something very valuable. And if yes, drop it a comment. If yes, if this video was helpful, and if you have any suggestion for me, if you want me to make a new video on any another topic, drop a comment so that I can read it. And I really love to read your comment guys. And of course, I reply for all of your comments. Try to drop your all suggestions and all your opinions. What do you think about this video? And if you haven't subscribed this channel, make sure to subscribe right now. All right, because I always share something valuable with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Let's meet in the next video with a similar topic.